Hi everybody, Judy Tuttle here with Tuttle Up Stamping. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Midland, Texas. I'm here with day 3 of my Good Luck Flash class, and I'm excited to show you our last project. It's a shaker card, but really easy to make, and I think you're going to love it. Before we get started tuttling up and stamping together, I want to talk to you about upcoming things and a little small problem with my March craft along. But let's get started here. So first thing is that the Beach Boardwalk class is coming up on March the 18th. You can get it in person or to go. And I want to show you real quick, give you a sneak peek of the 4 cards that we're going to make. And this class is only $25 for the 4 cards. If you're getting it to go, you have to pay $8 for shipping. You get a PDF, you get everything cut and ready for you for the 4 cards, and some extra DSP and some embellishments added in. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining me. Okay, and thanks for popping in and saying hi. Okay, so I'm going to take off this placket right here. I'm going to go to my hands, and I'm going to show you the cards that you will make with the Beach Boardwalk birthday card class. Isn't this fun? It has that pearlized paper in the background. This one's super simple. They get a little more difficult as we go, but it's a $25 class, so I don't want to make the cards too difficult and time consuming for either of us, right? So that's card number 1. This will be card number 2. It's a fun fold card. How cute is that? Hooray, hooray, hooray. Happy birthday. It uses lots of elements from the DSP and the embellishment package. That ticket is super fun. And these are foam accents, which I wasn't sure I was going to love at first, but let me tell you, they are pretty stinking cute. Okay, here is the 3rd card. How fun is this? Super cute little fun fold with those palm trees, the different shades of pink, and it says enjoy the ride with that roller coaster in the background. I love this card. And look at this one. This is super fun. And do you see the shimmer on those roller coaster cards? That is a special technique. It's not overwhelmingly special, but it's a technique that allows you to add shine before you die cut. And then this is the inside. How fun are these foam little embellishments? So these are the 4 cards that we're going to make in the Beach Boardwalk birthday card class. So you'll get everything to make them. You'll get 1 full sheet of these foam, what do they call them? Beach Boardwalk puffy stickers. So cute. You get a lot of things in there that we're not going to be using in this class. And you're going to have the Boardwalk Fun bundle in order to complete the cards. If you already have it, that's super easy. If you don't, I give you the option to add it on, and I pay your shipping and tax when you register for the class. Okay, so that class is coming up right after convention next week that you guys know that I'm going to. All right, coming back to my face here. And hi, Jeanne. Nice to see you too. Next, I need to talk to you about my prayers and promises craft along that's coming up, because we hit a little snag. But I don't think it's going to affect me too much because I did place an order yesterday. So our snag, I'm going to go back to my hands here real quick, is that this beautiful paper is on back order. Yesterday, I was able to put in an order and get some, but that means it's on back order until April. So what that means is my class is going to be limited in size. So if you would like to take part of the Prayers and Promises craft along, look at all the copper and gold accents in there. It's just beautiful. I understand why it's sold out, because it's beautiful paper, and it won't be back until April. So I bought enough to cover a good number of registrations, but once I sell out of that number, then I'm going to have to shut off the registration. So if you have not ordered your craft along, prayers and promises craft along yet, you should do that as soon as possible. Okay, if it's something that you really, really want. It includes a half a pack of this paper, a full roll of this gray granite. I forgot. They told us yesterday. What's it called? Variegated trim. And you're going to get a full package of these natural matte dots, okay? Half a pack of the DSP, full roll of ribbon, full pack of the natural matte dots. That comes with your craft along kit, as well as the make and takes cut and ready for you to get started, and a full color PDF. Now, we're using this awesome Prayers and Promises stamp set with this class, okay? And I love it because it has sentiments for sympathy, it has sentiments for care, it has sentiments for getting well soon and recovering, reminders that he cares for you, and a scripture, peace I leave with you and my peace I give to you. Just gorgeous sentiments that we are pairing with this gorgeous paper and embellishments and ribbon for 5 projects, okay? If you look, Susan, at the description under yesterday's video, or even the one the day before that, there is a link there. And I will also put a link for this in the description of this videos after it's over, okay? So that's how you sign up. I always put the link in the description of the videos. And if you're on my email list, you should have gotten an email yesterday that has a link there as well, okay? All right, so I'm going to go back to my face here, and we're going to take this out. So there is a sense of urgency on this craft along this time, and early bird pricing until the 7th, which is 3 days from now, all right? So that is that. Nothing I can do about things, going on back order. So we're just going to have to work with what we have. I will have plenty of ribbon. I will have plenty of embellishments. The paper is the problem. Okay. So if you want to do the craft along, you should sign up as soon as possible. All right. Next, these are new kits that came out yesterday. You can buy this clipboard trio, and then these 2 kits, the Radiant Reminders kit and the Every Little Thing kit, are panels that you can put on these clipboards and you can interchange them. Super pretty. This is a picture frame, a panel. So that one, the one on the, I keep thinking you can't see my pointer there when I'm doing it. But if you look at the bottom left corner, do you see a picture of a family hugging? You can put any picture you want in there. So that would make a fun gift for someone, right? To give them a clipboard and then a panel with a picture of the family or whatever in it, right? Okay, so that's going away. Next, I have my Cute as a Bug project class coming up at the end of March. And it is going to be 5 projects. The cost is $30 or free with a $35 order. And it's going to be super fun. 4 cards, a 3D project, and this paper and the stamp set and everything are just so, so cute. So think about joining me for that, either in person or to go. And the link to that will be in the description as well after this video is over. All right, so let's get to today's project. We're doing the Good Luck Flash class. I'm so excited about how many of you have loved these projects and gotten the Good Luck Flash class because I think they're super fun. Registration for this class today will end today, okay? It's going to be shut off tonight at midnight. So let me show you once again everything that you get in your kit, okay? So you get the Good Luck stamp set, okay? This is included in the kit, as well as a whole roll of this gold sheer ribbon. It was out of stock for a long time, but it's back in stock, and I have plenty on hand. And then a half a pack of these they're called flower accents, but they kind of look like gold coins as well. And so that's what we're using them for in our projects this week, okay? Now, today's card uses these gold sequins. And so we're going to include enough of these to do today's project as well as have a little bit left over. So the gold sequins are what we're using for our shaker card today. All right. So this is all included in your kit as well as everything cut for the 5 cards that we've done this week, including the DSP, any embossing, any labels that you would need. Okay, are all included in the kit. The cost is $49 shipped to your door, and this is $30 worth of product. So it's kind of a really good deal if you don't already own the stamp set, right? Okay, so let me show you the cards that we've already done. How cute is this one? You're gold. And it has the little horseshoe inside. I love that. This was another card. This is one of the ones we made yesterday. Lots of fun layers. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining me. Lots of fun layers and embellishments. And again, a cute little horseshoe shamrock star embellishment on the inside. Lucky to be friends. This is Shy Shamrock. Of course, we had to use Shy Shamrock for our Shamrock class, right? And this one is super fun. Again, those embellishments are used as gold coins, kind of shooting out of that pot of gold. And then on the inside, we have the shamrocks. This paper is called Pleasant Patterns, and it's part of the Easter suite called Easter Joy. But I love it because it's a little thicker and it has some shimmer to it. And then our final card that we've already made this week is this one that says good luck. I love how we use the hearts in the corner here that kind of look like a shamrock, right? Again, lots of gold. And then here is the inside. I love how we use the hearts there as well. Okay, so those are the first 4 cards that we've already done. Okay, so this one, this card we're making today is a shaker card, and I love it so much. I hope you love it too. How cute is this? And look at how those gold sequins just shake, shake, shake on the inside. Well, that's a really good question, Sherry. I have a funny story to tell y'all. I have been doing a remodel of my craft room here, and I don't want to get off track. Anyway, I found 2 boxes from when I moved here full of cards. So I have so many cards. I send them out. I donate them. I give them away. If people place an order during special times, which one of those will be next week, I give away cards. 10 cards, 5, 10 cards, 15 cards, depending on the size of the order. So I do give them away too. And of course, I send them out, right? You're gold. How cute. Do you guys like this card? Do you want to know how I made it? And then inside it says lucky to be friends. So here we go. So yeah, I was shocked. I opened up 2 boxes that were hidden away here in my craft room, and they were filled to the brim with cards. So I'm even thinking about maybe having a card sale, like birthday cards, 10 for $20, and I just send you an assortment of birthday cards or an assortment of thank you or good luck or whatever, right? So I'm thinking good luck because I have good luck on my head right now. All right, so I just need to stop talking and get to crafting. Okay, so this is Pretty Peacock. It is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored down the middle at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of Granny Apple Green. This is 3 3/4 by 5. I have a piece of basic white. This is 3.5 by 4 3/4. And those are what is going to create my shaker element. Okay, so I'm going to start with this white one right here. And I'm going to grab my Granny Apple Green and my crushed curry. And I'm going to get that foam mat because we learned yesterday that really makes a huge difference, doesn't it? Okay, so foam mat, and what I'm going to do is just randomly stamp here some of these green shamrocks. I'm going to go all different directions like they're flying out of the sky here, and we want a bunch of them. I could use the larger shamrock, but I really want these to look like they're kind of falling from the sky. Let's see if I can fix that one. There we go. And here, and here, and here. I'm leaving a little space right here because I'm pretty sure that's going to be covered up by what we put on the front here. I like some of them to go off the edge, right? So they look like they're really coming out of the sky. There we go. Okay, so there's my shamrocks. I'm going to put a little on this right side here. So there's not quite so much of a line. There we go. Okay, so there's my shamrocks coming out of the sky. Sorry, I'll move it up here. And then I'm getting some stars. And I'm using my crushed curry ink. It's a golden yellow. And I'm just adding some stars to this background randomly, kind of turning my, I'm going to add them to the centers here first, and then I'll do some off the edge, kind of like I did on that shamrock before. It's all falling out of the sky, lots of gold. Where? Let's put another one down here, and maybe one kind of right up there. Okay, there we go. That is my background piece, okay? The background of my shaker card. Okay, so now what you do is you get a clear, one of our clear envelopes, okay? And you're going to stick this in, right like that. Stick it inside. And then on the back of it, you're going to fold this in. And we are going to add some tear and tape here. Well, maybe I'll start by adding some Seal Plus, just to hold it down for me. Okay. And then we're going to add some tear and tape to really hold it flat on the back. Okay. Have you guys ever made they used to call them faux shaker cards, using a clear envelope, and I did not get a good way of holding that right there. So I'm going to have to do it again here. Okay. You can do this with any card in any box of sequins, right? It really is a fun way to add a little shaker element to a card. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get some of these gold sequins. And I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to shake some of my gold sequins into the card front here. That should be more than plenty. Woo, I love it. See how they shake inside? All right, and now I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to go ahead and tear off. I did that backwards, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. And then we're going to fold this down like this to kind of hold this all in. Now you might have to bring in some edges just a little bit here so they don't hang off the edges of this shaker element. That is all you need to do, you guys, to create a shaker card. This is an easy faux one, and it makes it a little flatter. I don't know. So there's some people on YouTube talking to me, Sherry, and you can't see their comments because the two platforms don't share. So they can't see what you're saying, and you can't see what they're saying. So there we go. Look at that. Okay, so there's our little shaker card. Okay, so fun, right? All right, now on the front of this, I'm going to adhere. I cut this out of the Lovely Arrangements dies. Super fun, but I don't need this last row. So that's why this last row is kind of yankety right there, because I didn't care too much about what was happening right there, because we're going to cut this down so that it has just 5 rows of circles. Okay, so I'm just going to take my paper snips and cut this down. Like I said yesterday, I do have some extra paper snips, so if you need some, give me a holler and we'll work out payment for them. You know, these are awesome scissors, and Stampin' Up was discontinuing them, and they're looking for a new manufacturer, but they don't have one right now. So, okay, there we go. So this is going to go right here on the front, and it kind of looks like gold coins too, right? Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining me. If you're popping in just right now, I want you to know I did a sneak peek of the cards that I'm doing for my beach birthday boardwalk class, and registration will close on that this weekend. It's only a $25 class. This is the least expensive. It's the least expensive class I offer every month, okay? So there we go. I'm just going to put that right there on the front and add a little more bling to the front of the card. I love how these shake. I could do that all day. That could be my stress reliever, right? Shaking my shaker card. All right. Now, this is going to get popped up. Let me double check this. Nope, I lied. I'm going to wrap my ribbon around this. So my concert last night, now that Lisa came in with Need to Breathe, was so incredibly awesome. You guys, those guys just can sing like no other. They end the show every concert singing a cappella, and I'm telling you, they blew me away. They blew me away last night. And it was an all acoustic show. So, the venue was a little more intimate, right? And I tell you what, I went and saw them at Dickies Arena in Fort Worth 2 years ago, and it was packed. It was sold out. There was, I don't know how many thousands of people that venue holds. So I'm wrapping a ribbon around, and I'm tying a bow here right at the edge. Here, let me show you this again. Right at the edge of these gold dots right here. So pull it a little bit further. I always put my right over my left, right? Like that in a V. And then I put the top ribbon underneath, pull it into 2 perpendicular lines. Then I stick my finger under, around to the left, and push it into the hole, and you get a great bow every time. Right, like that. Okay? Maybe just a little bit smaller. Okay. And I like to, this one I'm turning a little bit sideways, right, like that. Okay. Cute. Now I can adhere this to this Granny Apple Green card. I needed to adhere that ribbon around it. And this ribbon is a little loose. So my trick for that is to add some Seal Plus and pull that ribbon into the center like that. And it takes all of that extra out of the length of that ribbon. Okay, so now this is going to get adhered right here to the top of this garden green. Isn't it? Yes, yes, yes. And I do have a little YouTube video on how to make a bow. It was made about 10 years ago, Lisa. And so many people have told me that they like the way I make my bows and they want to learn how, right? And so that is just my way of doing it, and it's always kind of worked out for me. So I'm using tear and tape here because I want this to get a really good hold on this Granny Apple Green, the shaker card element. And I'm just being careful not to get it too close to the edges. Oh my goodness, my husband's home for lunch and I can hear him banging around in the kitchen. I think he's putting the dishes away, so maybe I shouldn't be complaining about him too much, right? And I actually think I'm going to get one a little closer to this edge right here. So at the beginning of the video, I talked about the craft along. There's a little issue with that. So if you were interested in that, you might want to check out that video. Okay, so I'm going to burnish this tear and tape really fast, and then I'm going to pull it off with my detailed scissors here. And that the tear and tape is our stickiest tape we have. So if you're doing a project like this, like a shaker card or a 3D project, really tear and tape is your best bet for it not to come unglued. All right. And I found that if you pull it up from the center, it really helps to pull it up the easiest. And one last one here. All right. Whoops. Okay. So I'm going to lay this on here. Start at one side. Make sure I've got kind of an even border all the way around and press it down on that garden green. It's a little bit off, so I'm going to see if I can pull it real quick and straighten it out a little bit. And let's try this one more time here. There we go. That is much better, right like that, okay? And then this is going to be put right here on top of my my pretty peacock base, but I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this one, okay? Let me get my big dimensionals here. Dimensionals are very sticky as well. I don't know if any of you have ever put a dimensional down and then you want to lift it up and you're like, holy cow, I just put that down. So you do have to have a pretty quick move if you realize you put your dimensionals on not correctly. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to center this right in the center of this card front right here. And woo, shaker, shaker, right? Shaker, shaker card. Super fun. Okay, now let's get to decorating the rest of the card here. So we've got our shaker panel all ready to go. I have a 1 7/8 inch pretty peacock circle that I punched out with our 1 7/8 inch circle punch. And I'm going to grab my large shamrock and my pretty peacock ink here. And I'm going to stamp 3 shamrocks around the edges here. Right, like that. Okay, and then this panel is going to get popped up right here in the middle of those gold coins. Twist that bow just a little bit there, right like that, okay? And so I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of this. I have the smallest white label from the Nested Essentials dies. And of course, I would pre-cut this and have it in your kit for you. But it's this one right here, this very smallest white border, okay? Now on this, I'm going to stamp your gold, and I'm going to use Versamark ink because I'm going to use gold embossing powder on this. I think I've used more gold embossing powder for these projects than I ever have in my life. I want to make sure the dots are going the right way. Yep. So your gold is what that is going to say. And then I'm going to grab my powder over here. There is a link when you register for this class that if you don't have gold embossing powder, you can add that on, as well as a Versamark pad. You can add that on as well. So, and I tell you, I think I've had this Versamark pad for maybe 10 years. I just keep re-inking it and using it. There you go, your gold. And I'm going to grab my gun and hit it really quick. With that heat and emboss that. Oh, it's taking its own, oh, I didn't have it on the hottest setting, so there we go. Now it's turning. A little spot right there I still need to get. Okay. Your gold. So shiny, right? You're right, it does. Gold embossing powder is good for either one, right? Okay, so now this, your gold is going to go right here. And I need a dimensional on this side. Can you see that? Because the circle is already popped up, I'm going to use flat glue on this side because it's going to sit on the circle. But I'm going to put a dimensional right here in this corner so that when it leans off the side of that circle, it hits those gold coins in the background, and it's all lays flat and even. Okay, I'm going to put this away, get that out of the way. So this is going to go right here, your gold. Wedding invitations, there's lots of reasons why you might need gold embossing powder. Okay, so I am going to put a tiny dot of glue right here in the corner, this bottom right corner of this label. I say that. Okay, there we go. Just needed to get it started a little bit there. And then I'm going to pick up one of these larger gold sequins. What the largest size? There's several sizes here. There we go. And I'm going to grab my take your pick tool and just pick that up and lay it right on that glue right there so it'll hold it. It's cute, huh? Isn't that cute? Okay, so let's do the inside real quick. And we will be good to go with this week's online class. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I have so enjoyed it. Okay, so for this one, we are going to stamp Lucky to Be Friends in the bottom right corner. Right here. In Pretty Peacock ink. And then I'm going to grab my heart and my Versamark again, and I'm going to stamp 3 hearts in this corner next to Lucky to Be Friends. And then I'm going to heat emboss it. But before I do, let me hit it with this embossing buddy. Make sure I don't have any static around there. Okay, I'm going to put one heart right here. I'm going to put another heart up here. And then another one down here, like that. All right. A little more gold embossing powder. A quick heat of the heat gun, and then I am good to go for this week. Here we go. Whoop. Let me get that one more time there. Okay. I love to watch embossing powder change from dull to shiny. It's like magic. So cute. Look at the shine on that. Isn't that fun? And then this is going to go inside this card base. I had quite a few people tell me they were going to be on spring break this week or vacation and they weren't going to be able to watch me. Another good reason to have a flash class, right? And I'm going to be leaving next week, so that is another reason. So here we go, your gold. Look at how those sequins just shake in the background, super cute. And then the inside says, lucky to be friends. So I hope you love this project. There will be a link in the description if you would like to get your hands on one of these kits to go. And then let me pull out here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see all of them. All the cards from this week's Craft Along. Super fun. Different shades of green. Any of your friends would love to get one of these cards, right? So think about joining this flash class. Like I said, the registration is going to close tonight, okay? Because I need to get things ordered and cut and out in the mail before this weekend. So thanks for joining me, you guys. I will be back here on Sunday for my Sunday Sizzler, but this class will not be a part of the Sunday Sizzler because this class ends tonight, okay? So thanks for watching. Give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Share me out to your friends if you can. And thank you for watching. I'm always humbled, and I am very lucky girl to have you guys in my life. So God bless, and I will see you here on Sunday. Bye-bye.